Hello and welcome back to the Living Green with Baby show. Today we're going to show you how to make your own homemade yogurt. For those of you who don't know the benefits of live yogurt, the main advantage is help with our digestive system, because bacteria, that is the live culture in this yogurt, helps digest all the food in our digestive system. We will need just few ingredients. Whole milk, fresh milk. You can use reduced fat if you are watching your diet, but whole fat milk is preferable. And we need about a tablespoon of white yogurt. I use Danone, or if you can find local organic yogurt, that's even better, or organic milk. We need a medium-sized pan, and we need some kind of thermos or an insulated dish that will retain the temperature of the mixture. And now we'll prepare about a container full of milk, and I'm going to pour it into my dish and take it to the stove, where I'm gonna put it on a medium heat for about 10 minutes. Remember, we don't want to bring the milk to a boiling point, because that could actually spoil the whole process. All we are really doing here is creating an environment for the live bacteria in yogurt to multiply and therefore turn the milk into yogurt. Okay, 10 minutes later, we're going to remove the warmed milk from the heat and let it cool off slightly for about 14 minutes. Okay, another 14 minutes later, our milk has cooled off slightly, and we're going to do the actual process, beginning the process of making our yogurt. So, in our container that we used for measuring the amount of milk, we're going to slowly pour the warmed milk in, and I'm going to add existing yogurt cultures, in other words, existing white yogurt, into it. You can use as little as 1 tablespoon. I like to use about 2 to make sure the yogurt really works. And I'm slowly going to mix it in. Now I'm going to cover the container with a folded paper towel to make sure our milk is protected from dust but can also breathe while the bacteria is doing its job. And then you just insert the container inside, because it will be sitting on the sun anyways. I like to cover it with a cloth, again, so dust doesn't come in and it protects it. And I'm gonna put it on the sun for a couple hours, or heat up an oven and insert it inside, not with the oven on. You really want to just maintain the heat so the yogurt cultures stay in a controlled environment for a couple hours and can multiply. Okay, now our yogurt should be done. Depending on your conditions, if you have your yogurt on a direct sun, it can take about 2 hours. If you're using preheated oven, it can be approximately 4 hours, and your yogurt is done. We'll remove our container from the thermos, and you will recognize the consistency of the yogurt. Nice and creamy. Here's our yogurt, homemade, completely homemade, and super easy, as you saw. So now the only thing we have to do is put a lid on it and refrigerate it immediately, so the process of bacteria creation stops, and once the yogurt is cold, it's ready to use. We can start adding yogurt to our kids' diet as early as 6 months of their age. And because of its many benefits, consuming yogurt daily can boost our immunity and improve the health of our overall digestive system. Thank you for watching, and happy yogurt making!